and good evening, Stamping Friends. This is Caron, your ATX Stampin' Lady. How is everyone doing this evening? Guys, this is a quick video, well, as quick as I make them anyway. A quick video tonight. Guys, come on into the craft room and play with me a little bit. I am Caron Bailey, your ATX Stampin' Lady, and I am coming to you tonight to share a little bit about a new obsession of mine. And of course it all ties and correlates with card making. So I have been fascinated of late with stickers. Yes, pet tape, washi tape, PET tape. Let me not call it pet tape because it's P.E. tape. So it's called pet tape. And I do visit the washi store a lot. But I also saw this little cute little running across my Facebook feed. This advertising, and I hope I'm going to say the name right, for a little company, a small business that's called E-S-T-A-R Rica. Esther Rica is what I'm going to call it, or E-Star Rica. I hope I'm saying it right. I don't know. So my first order just came in. Oh, I didn't bring the other stuff. What? I didn't bring the other parts in here. Sorry. Actually, I'm going to take a minute and go grab it. That way, that way I have it all that I can share with you. Give me just a second. Let me go grab the rest of the order that came in. There is a danger to getting older. Oh, no, there. Guys, I just spent all this time looking for them, and they've been sitting right in front of me this entire time. So there is a danger to getting older, one of which is going blind and not seeing things that are right in front of your face. So I do apologize for that little bit of a break. So this is just a sample of one of the tapes that I got from the washi tape store. And this is what PET tape looks like versus washi tape, right? PET is where the sticker is on like a clear packaging or clear tape, acetate type. And as I'm learning more and more about look at this one, isn't this beautiful? And you can create cards with these, right? Well, that's what I'm going to use them for. Or stickers or whatever you're going to put them in your planner or whatever. So, as I'm learning more and more about them and ways to incorporate them into my cards, this one, I'm finding that you have some that are pre-cut, meaning that all you would have to do is take your pick tool to lift them, and then it's ready to apply. These ones have to be cut, but I'm going to show you the difference, okay? Anyway, let me share with you what I got. So from this little tiny company, just as a thank you for supporting their small business, I've got a couple of free items. I've got these cute little gems, and it's just a cute little sticker that says thank you for supporting my small business. Oh, isn't that amazing? And then these are some more stickers, and they're all flowers, floral. Of course, I love flowers. Okay, so here they are. I don't know if it's gonna be better to put some white behind it. Maybe we can see it that way. Oh yeah, there we go. So this is what they look like. And I don't know if you can see it. So this is what I mean by pre-cut. So these have already been laser cut. So I just need to grab, and I'll show you the other thing, what they sent me or I bought. They didn't send it to me. So that's this. And once I got it, I'm like, oh, I have that already. I didn't need to buy that. But anyway, I did. It is in support of a small business. And I do tend to do that on occasion. So there's like 6 sheets in here of these floral elements. I like to decorate my envelopes, so I'll probably use some of these in decorating my envelopes and also just creating cards. And tonight, once I'm done showing you all of the stuff that I ordered and that I got for free, I'm gonna try to create a card for you, with you, to showcase how you can create a card. So that's one of the freebies. These colorful gems are another freebie. I keep forgetting. I absolutely hate these little, I love the sticky bottoms, the acetate envelopes, but I hate them because once you get stuff out, it's very challenging to get it back, which is why I really literally just start cutting the top off or the sides, so I can just put things in and out either from the top or from the side. So we got these cute little gems. Like I said, they're all one size but multicolored. I'm not quite sure what this is, but let's open it and take a look and see what this is. I'm sure it's something that I can use. Oh, look at this. It's like little mesh, and they're colored. This one is like a peach or like a dusty rose. This one's blue. This one is like black. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna use these to create some cards. Definitely used to add a little bit of texture. So I'm excited to learn something else. I do texture in my cards, but not necessarily with things like this. So we'll see what we create. So this looks familiar. This is a standard grip mat. This is what they sold to help as a tool to help take the your stickers apart. So I'm going to show you what, because I had to watch the video to see what that was all about. So part of my order, what I did order were these sticker books. And look at this sticker book. Ha ha ha. It's 20 sheets, right? 20 sheets. Let me see if it's all, well, we'll go through them and see if they're individual sheets or not. And look at these beautiful images that we can use to create cards. Look at them. I love her. Look at this. And then can you see everything in here is pre-cut. So I'm going to show you how they say that we can use the sticking mat, the standard grip mat, to create. Oh, we only show you the one page. I got all sidetracked. All right, so let's see. That's one page. Here's the second page. There's 20 pages. So if it's 20 pages of completely different things, that is an awful lot. So you have one shot at each image. We are definitely going to create a card with these to something tonight. Look at all of this. This is beautiful. Kind of Victorian feel, it may be. These look like they're perfect for Easter-ish, maybe. And I love that the figures that they have are multicultural. I see that a lot. Some of the challenges that I have with some companies is that when they do images, they strictly focus on one culture and totally ignore the others. The only way you get that difference is if you color them with markers, but then the hair is not the right texture, and so on and so forth. So all of the 20 pages, they're different images, you guys. I have not seen any similarity thus far in any of the images. So it does not repeat. Okay? Look at these beautiful images. Oh my gosh. There are no words, so you're going to have, I mean, there's sticker books with words, so you can have words that, oh no. So it's 10 pages, because this girl repeated, I think. Nope, she didn't. No, she didn't. I thought she did. Nope, no repeats so far. Yes. Look at this. If somebody's not feeling well, how about making this a get well card? Oh, there's some words here. When you don't want to grow, life can give you misfortune. Go ahead. Okay, that's what that says. Look at these landscapes. Oh my gosh. Love, 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 love. All right, this seems to be on vellum right here. This is like a vellum-ish kind, and this is pre-done as well. The texture is just a little bit different. I love this sticker book. Okay, that's the first one I bought. Let's show you with the second one. This one is called Clear Sea. And again, it's 20 sheets. And going by the first one, all 20 sheets will be different. Oops. Take a look. Blue is my favorite color, and oh, look at this. Look at this. I might use this one tonight. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. I'm just, oh my gosh. Would that I had stamps and I could color like this. My world would be so amazing. Look at these. love, love, love. Oh, look at that. Are you enjoying these? Because I love them. Look at this. This will take up like a whole card. Huh. Oh, look at these. I make I tend to make A2 size cards, so I might have to do a little bit of trimming with some of these images, but guys, I'm okay with that. I can make these work. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Kind of reminds me of Santorini, even though you don't have the blue roofs, but it kind of reminds me of Santorini, Greece. Look at this. Endless blue ocean. It glows in the sunlight, sometimes calm as a mirror, reflecting the sky and clouds. Okay. And that's the end of ocean. One more sheet. Labels. This is if you're going to put stuff in your planner. Hi, somebody just joined me. Please say hello. I am exploring the world of stickers, PET tape, and I'm going to see how I'm going to incorporate them into my card making. So we'll see what happens tonight. I'm not sure. All right, this one is Charmed Moments. Again, 20 sheets. I'm excited about this one. Look at all of this. Gorgeous. Love the cat. Do you love the cat? Love the images, guys. If you do journal, you can use stickers in your journal. You can stamp in your journal. I'm just gonna try to incorporate everything as much as I can, different textures, different things into my card making, to see what I come up with. Yeah. Look at this. This is definitely Halloween-ish. Oh, fall-ish. Look at these. Look, this is gorgeous. Do you like stickers? Let me know in the comments if you use stickers at all, either in journaling. If you do use them, let me know how you use them, whether it's in journaling, your planners, however you use stickers. This is a different material here too. Love it. All right, so help me out here, guys. Take a look and let me know which one of these books you want me to work with tonight to create a card for you. You have the Fresh Green, Clear Sea, or Charm Moment. The first one I see is the one I go with. Anybody? Okay, I'm going to give it a little bit, and then if I don't see anything in the comments, I'm going to choose myself. I have my fan on here, and just, it's, excuse me. I do have my fan on here. It is a little warm, so forgive me. So forgive me for that. Alright. If you're watching, don't forget to like, share, and comment on the videos. Interacting with me definitely helps my creativity flow a little bit. I think I'm going to work with, let me just close my eyes. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, make him pay $50 every day. That one. I know. We used to do that in you know, when we were growing up, when we had to make decisions about things. We used to play I used to do the eeny, meeny, miny, mo bit. Yes. All right. So I am starting starting with a piece of cardstock, and I think this one is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it is a full quarter panel of cardstock. And then I think I want to, let's start with a scene. And maybe that's all we do is a scene. It all depends on what we see, right? We could do more than one card. Let's do, if we can, we'll try to do one card from each. And we may not do a full card. We may just do the panel, okay? Let's do this one. And I'm going to cut this off and show you what they said about how to use the sticker. All right? It would not have occurred to me to use a grip mat in that manner, but it makes complete sense, right? Okay. We're probably going to use a couple more elements out of this, but let's put that here for now. Let's grab our sticky mat. And this is what I mean when I say that I instead of fighting with this little thing, I just pull it. I just cut this either on the side or on the top. And then when I need it, I just pull it out instead of having to deal with the little sticky tab there. Okay, so what they did and what they showed in order to pull it up is to use your sticky mat. You don't have to put the whole of it on there. And then grab, where are my tweezers? Here's a set of tweezers. Right? And I'm going to grab my take your pick tool as well, because I can always grab it that way and then use it just like so to get that lifted, and then grab it with your reversible tweezers, and it just helps with the release, helping to get it released from the release paper. Okay. Alright, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to, because I don't need that anymore, I'm going to grab, I'm going to start building my scene. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm going to build my scene. Right. I had a little squeegee here somewhere, but I'm going to use this instead. You can use your bone folder just to make sure that all is stuck down. Okay. See what else we're going to use to build this scene. So we're on the coast. And so we just need to build the scene. Let's see if there's a sky or something that we can use to add a little bit more kind of want to add one of these ladies in there. But how tall is she? She is about, she's 4 1/2. So she should work on there. Okay. I'm thinking. this one might work better. Oh, I like this one. Now guys, you can also take them off directly off of the book. It is, you do not have to have the little grit mat. It is just an extra tool, right? And I'm gonna put this guy right about here. Am I gonna trim any of this off? I don't know, because I think it should fit right about here. Okay, so I'm just trying to build a little bit of a scene, right? All right, I think that's gonna do it. As I think anything else would be a little bit too much. What do you think? Should we add something else? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that's going to be it for this first card. Keeping it very simple. And so I want to trim this down before I do anything else to it. I do want to trim it down in size, if we can, to maybe about a 4 by 5 1/4 panel, maybe. So if we just trim this side off, so if I did 4, that's going to cut all of that off. If I did 4 here, it's going to cut part of that. So I want to cut a little bit off of both sides. Okay. And then this will be 4. Perfect. By 5 1/4. So this is 5 1/2. So this is our halfway. So we're going to trim this down. Actually, this is our 3/4 mark. So this is our half. I don't have the measurements to do it on that side, on this trimmer. Dadgummit. All right. I didn't want to break out my Stampin' Up trimmer, but I see that I'm gonna have to. Or let me just grab my other guillotine one. This is why I have so many trimmers, y'all. Each one does different things. Give me a second. Ugh, I gotta reach it. I keep pushing it away from me instead of bringing it towards me. All right. So we need this to be, we need to trim off a 1/4 inch because it's at 5 1/2, right? I'll cut that part off, right? And then I'm going to trim just a little bit. So this is less than 5 1/4. So we have a piece of panel that is now that's 5. So this is 5 inches. It's about 5 1/8. Right? It's about 5. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So now we're gonna finish. I'm gonna finish this up a little bit because it still looks a little unfinished, right? So I gotta get a little bit of a sky. going. And I'm gonna grab, what blue do I want? Let's go a light blue. I'm gonna go with Azure Afternoon for my sky, but I'm gonna try to blend lightly, very lightly. Because I don't want it to be too stark, too. I'm gonna take off as much of it as I can, right? Because I just want it to be very light. Break up that white just a little bit so that it is not such a stark white. Now this will be where you, if you had your cloud stencils, you could bring that in. Look at that. That's just finishing the scene, right? Guys, all the cards that I make tonight with these sticker books, I am going to give away. So, please do me the biggest favor and share. If you're a new subscriber, subscribe to my channel. Come back and do #subscribe. If you are a returning, please share the video and then come back and do #share. The first, I will do I'm going to try to do 3 cards for y'all tonight. So I will have 3 cards for giveaways. So comment, share, and subscribe to be entered to win one of the cards. All right, so now we have this. So now I got to figure out what I'm going to do for a sentiment, right? You know, sometimes I didn't think about that. Guys, and this is a new a new stencil by Stampin Up. I don't remember the name of it, but I'm gonna do a little bit of path, and I'm gonna go with a different color. Now, everything I'm doing tonight is totally off the cuff. It is totally rando, so hopefully it makes sense. Totally random. So I'm just going to give this a little bit more, bring out what the little bit of cobblestone-ish look here. Just to add a little bit more texture in that bottom area right there. And now, except for a sentiment, I think this card is perfect. Don't you? Yeah. Okay. All right, let's take a look and see. What can we do for sentiments? Oh. I had not thought this far ahead. So let me just go ahead. I'm going to put this card together, and then I'll figure out a sentiment, or I might not even put a sentiment at all, and leave that up to you when you receive the card, whoever wins the card. If nobody comments, then whomever I decide to send it to, I'll decide at that time what kind of mood or what kind of sentiment I should put on top of it. But I might just finish the card tonight. And then I'll add a sentiment later. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? What a pretty card. So simple, and the stickers did all of the work. All of it. All right, let's just go ahead. I'm going to give this a little depth. Dimension. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me not use that because it's almost done. All right. All right. So I think we trim this down to 4 by 5 and 1/8, right? But you really can trim it down to any size that works for you in your process. I'm excited for the weekend, y'all. Would y'all have plans for the weekend? It's supposed to be overcast here. Well, actually, it's supposed to be raining, like horribly, this weekend. But we've got what's called Foodie Fest, Austin Foodie Fest, this weekend. I believe it started, not I believe, it starts tonight. I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go, my sister and I just decided on Sunday, because they pushed back the start time tomorrow till 4 p.m. So we just decided, we're not night owls, right? So we just decided that we would do this on Sunday and make it an outing for Sunday. Okay, so we've got that done. Let's go ahead and burnish that in there. Something's going on with my nail. Let me make sure. Okay. If you are an artist, you can draw some seagulls in there. I might just pencil in some birds in the sky, but I want to place my sentiment first. That way I know where I can add those little extras. Okay. All right, so here we go. And let's pop this on like there. So anyway, we have, there we go. Okay, look at that, guys. This is just that card. Just as simple, and we just picked images out of the sticker book. I will figure out a sentiment if you would like me, whoever wins this, I can put a sentiment, or I just send it to you and you can do your own sentiment, whatever it is you chose. All right, so this is card number 1, and this is from our Clear Sea sticker book. And again, the company that I bought these from is E-Star, and I'm probably saying the name wrong. It's Estarica or E-Star-Rica. Not sure how they pronounce it, so I don't want to completely butcher the name. So we're done with this sticker book, and let's find the other 2 and create a card really quickly with those. Now the longest part that you'll have is to figure out what it is you want to use in your card, because all of the images are absolutely beautiful, right? This is also a 4 1/4. Now the other thing that I would tell you is, for me mostly, kind of get the card trimmed to the size that you think you want your focal image to be. That way you're already at that size. If you need to trim it down a little bit more, then you can do that, right? But it's already set to where you need your card to be. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We know that we need to trim 1/2 inch off, or 1/4 inch off of both sides. So to make it a 4 by 5 1/4 inch panel, right? There we go. So now we have our panel that's 4 by 5 1/4. So that's our starting point. All right, let's see. And we're pretty much going to do the same kind of thing. Any musical people watching? Oh, I love to shop, right? Oh, this reminds me of myself and my sister. Maybe I'll save that and make a card for my sister. Let's go with this girl right here. I don't know what we're going to do with her, but I do like it. I'm just trimming it out of the book. Because I don't want to trim it out, take out the page, and then I got to figure out how I'm going to store the page. I'm just leaving everything in the sticker book. So it's just easier to trim what I'm looking for than to take the whole page out just to get it off, right? So just be mindful, right? So that you're not tearing it. Like I just kind of sort of ripped her a little bit. But, okay. Let's see what we're going to do with her. I'm going to put her kind of sort of in the middle. So we got our girl. Let's see what scene we can build for her. That's an idea. That is an idea. Okay. The idea I had was to use part of this sticker, but I don't need the whole thing. Let me see what else we have in here. So you can see the hardest part of all of this will be deciding what image you want to use, what imagery to use, right? Because it's all so pretty, and how to use it. Oh wait, maybe this one. No, there's no blue in her image, so I don't want to use that. If you are speaking to me, you're typing some comments, please let me know. So what I'm gonna, for me, that I'm gonna have to try to figure out, like, is to how to, because I'm pretty sure I could put her on, like, dimensions and stuff, dimensionals, but to create depth, how to figure out if I can any. Ooh, look at this one. I'm gonna use part of this. Okay. I don't want to waste any of this. So. Let me use that. Definitely want to cut about, because it's going to be about 4 inches. That's about where I was going to cut anyway. So, about right here. And I've cut a little bit more just because I want to make sure if I needed to wrap it, I have enough. Okay. There we go. Building our scene. Again, don't forget to comment and let me know if you use stickers in your crafting. If you do use them, how do you use them? Do you use them in your planners? Do you use them in your journals? What is the manner that works best for you when you are creating with stickers. All right, there we go. Perfect. Right. Make sure I have I might need to get my head in the shot just a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'll just trim it. Okay. Okay. So we're just building a scene here as we go along. Change the mic. Try shadows. What shadows? Is that better? Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear better, because that's as high as the as high as it lets me go. Okay, so that's this part. This is what we have so far with our little scene. Let's see what else we've got. What shadows, Becca? This would have worked, but I put her too far that way. I could have put a little bit of a fire scene going on here. I got all this space here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. On the girl. Oh, gotcha. Ooh, yeah. Definitely. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else that I can. What else was on her page? Let's see. What else was on her page that we can incorporate? On the girl sticker. Yeah, I saw that. I got it, Beck. I'm going to definitely do that. Okay, so when you're using stickers, the first thing you got to do, and that's probably why I trimmed it down to where I needed. What is she sitting on? There's nothing. She's like floating in the air. I was trying to find a chair for her. That's a drum. I'm wondering if there's a stamp or something. That I can make her sit on. Nope. Nothing there. Is there anything in any one of these other books that will make any sense? Alright. I guess this is why people have a ton load of stickers, right? So, as you can see, this is how you're going to... this is how you get to do exactly like I do and go overboard in these hobbies and things like that, because now I'm like, oh, I gotta go find one that has a chair. No, nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure that one out. How am I gonna ground it? And I am not an artist, so drawing is not gonna work for me. Oh no. So let's see. I need a brown marker. Let's see, what color am I going to work with here? This is crumb cake. This is dark crumb cake. Okay, this one might work. So we're just going to add a little bit of a shadow for I'm going to figure this out, right? Add more grass. You are so rocking the guidance today. Thank you so much, Bex. Tomorrow I'm going to go take a look at some space for our June retreat. Save the date, June 20th. That's the date that I've picked. We're going to do an all-day crop in Austin. So I'm going to go look at some space. See if it'll fit our needs. And then go from there. Oh, I know. I have the rest of that grass. I just build that up. Just gonna build that up. Where's my scissors? There they are. Okay. So that's definitely something I would tell you to do. If you are going to use stickers in your card making, definitely take a moment to think about what it is you're doing. That way you can kind of plan your scene a little bit better than I'm doing tonight. I am just kind of putting some things out here, and it's not like a completely well thought out plan. I'm going to put some more grass here. And then that way, if you need to layer the images, you'll layer them in a right order. Right? definitely not my best work tonight, right? But guys, like I said, I'm playing with stickers. You probably can, but of course you'd have to have like this, to me, that you'd have to have like the stamps that kind of play with and work with the scene. Right now I don't like this particular scene. There's not one single stamp set that I have seen that I own that would work with this setting, right? Not saying that there aren't, but I just don't have that. Let's give her a sunny background. And I'm using, this is Lemon Lolly, so this is going to be light. I'm going to layer my yellows. But I want to start with a lighter yellow, so I picked my Lemon Lolly. This is a Stampin' Up color. And then I'm going to highlight or add a little bit more depth with Darling Duckling. So I'm going to go with a darker yellow on it. As well. Now there's so much more you can do with these, but I'm being very, very basic tonight. Very, very basic. And very simplistic images. And then you're just going to show the differences with the highlighting, with the different shades from lighter to dark, to help spotlight your image just a little bit more. Okay? I mean, it's not too bad, right? For a first image. And again, I will do a sentiment later on. I just don't know what sentiment I want on here yet, so I'm not gonna force a sentiment in this process. So for now, this is, I think I trimmed it down to 4 by 5 1/4. I'm gonna grab a piece of black. I'm going to mat that in black with a piece that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Oh yes, I'm going to definitely do some coordinating with stamping. All of these are different additions to my my stamping addiction, if you will. I got a little bit of a shortage on that side, so let me just even that up just a bit. Cut that sliver that was not working for me over there. And then we're just gonna pop this right on here like so. And have that card be number 2. All right, and then we're gonna try, the last one is the lady with green. I'm probably gonna take another minute or so just to think about that before I get started. And again, if you did join us late, I'm not going to put sentiments on these. Just comment #share, comment #subscribe if you have. I am going to be giving away these 3 cards that we make tonight, so you might be the lucky recipient of one of these, and then you might have your own sentiment that you want to use on these cards. Okay? For me, I tend to use a white card base more than I use colored card bases. I tend to use colored cardstock as a way for me to layer, but my preference is for a white card base. So all cards that I make generally will have a white card base. Do you tend to do white card bases or colored card bases more? What is your tendency and your preference? So this is how she's going to go on here, just like that. Okay? Oh, I should have done that. Maybe if I had done a, see, now I'm thinking about it, and I should have thought about it before. But if I thought about it, I could have put a horizon line where her hand is. I'm afraid to do it now. I'm afraid to do it now. Right? Let's see what it would look like if we did do it. And I'm going to take a pencil and draw that little line in and see what happens. I am. So if we've got this on this line, right? Where's my pencil? I'm just going to do a little bit of a line right here. Right? Kind of make her looks like she's sitting on something, right? Did you see that? Did you see what that looks like just with that, the addition of that line? All right, so let me grab, that seems like it's greens. Let's see, that's more of a shaded spruce-ish kind of green, maybe? No, that's pretty peacock. That's not shaded spruce. But I'm thinking that's more mossy meadow. Yeah, let's go with that. I think that works just beautifully. What do you think? think that kind of grounded her a lot more. Oh yeah. And that was all she needed, so she didn't look like she was floating in the air. Love it! I am not an artist, you guys, but I knew that it needed something. And there we go. I think that looks 100% better with the green. What do you think? Love it! And I probably, let's take a lot of that white out of the sticker sheet. Put a lot of the whatever's left on the brush to break up that white so that it kind of blends into what we got going on. And I think that's perfect. Okay, I'm extremely happy with that now. Oh, I love it when a plan works. And I didn't plan it, so I love it even more. Of course, we got to add a little bit of dimension, because that's what I love in my card making, is dimensionals, or dimensions, period. And added texture. All right, so I'm very happy with this. Now, before it was okay, but now I'm very happy with this. Yes. All right. I went looking for, because I saw a couple of cards. There's this one artist, card designer, that she works a lot with ephemera and stickers and things of that nature, and her cards are absolutely beautiful. I've posted her work in my Facebook group, in the craft room with Caron. But so that's what started me on this journey with trying to use stickers in my my card making. And so, but I want to reach out to her and learn how she does what she does, because her work is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely. Let me put this way because I can't see. All right, let's see. We've got very little room to play with. There we go. There we go. And that's card number 2, y'all. Put a sentiment. And work on that one. All right, let's see what our next sticker book, our last sticker book, is the green one. I think I want to go back to scenery, but I'm not sure yet. There are girls in here. Let's think about what it is we want to do before we start to do anything. So, oh, this is gorgeous. So if I did her, I kind of want to incorporate the fruit basket, right? But she's already got a ton load of baskets, so this one might not make any sense, right? Becca, if you see one that you like, just holler at me. I like this girl. But what would I have her? What is she doing if I used her? How can I use her? Okay, I think I know what I want to do. How is that going to make any sense? So if I have her standing here, but that's a swing. This is the challenging part, is trying to figure out what you want to do and how you're going to incorporate it. Oh, okay. I'm seeing a scene with this one. And then if I have her walking, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think. All right, let's grab a piece of card front. How big is she? She is tall. She's about 4 inches, so there's not much trimming if I use her. Okay. So let's try and see how that works. It is just a sticker book. It is just paper, right? That's what everybody says. It's just paper. Unfortunately, there's only one in the book, so if you mess it up, you're going to have to figure out how to fix it. Alright, so here we're going to use this. I'm going to use it. And I'm going to have a scene that's built, and I'm going to put this up. Right? I'm going to put it up so that she's kind of watching, and it looks like she's going that way. But let's try it and see what happens. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? We are just playing around and trying to see how things will work, right? So let's hope it works. What is it? Pray for the best. Hope for the best. No. What is that saying? Does anybody know what the saying is? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to stick this. How about we do this. Ugh. How about we do that? Right? You would color the background first. Okay. Let's bring that over. I think I'm going to trim it off instead of trying to wrap it. It's not wide enough to wrap comfortably, so I'm just going to trim it. Okay. Do the same on that side. Okay, so if we put that there, and then I am definitely going to use her. Right. And before I even take her sticker back, I'm gonna try to figure out her positioning. Okay, so what I'm seeing is her somewhere around here, but that'll cover up that guy. So maybe if we put her in the middle, right? She'll still have a little bit over here, and then still she's looking out over there. Do you see what I'm going with the scene that I'm trying to build? That's where I'm going with that scene. If I put that all the way up, there's still a little bit of room with her head there. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think. I don't want to trim too much of her off. All right. And then, I think if we put her like in the middle, I think that'll work. Okay. Becca, you going to Foodie Fest this weekend at all? So, what I saw in my mind was her about right in the center. Like that. Okay. So that's kind of what I saw. And it kind of works. Okay? It works for me. Of course, down here doesn't work. But I can trim that off, right? So now we're going to put our sky in. Where's my blue blending brush? I don't know. Where did I put my blending brush? There we go. And I'm going to go back to... What's my blue... let's go with Pool Party. And I'm going to go with Pool Party because then it'll be kind of like a greenish blue sky. I think that's where I'm going to go with that. I'm not sure what color that is in there, so let me clean that. Let me clean that off just a bit. So I just sprayed a little bit of rubbing alcohol in here. I do use alcohol instead of water because alcohol dries quickly. And you see we have a fairly clean brush. And the bristles will be dry fairly quickly because it's alcohol. Okay. So I want to start with a lighter hand, and as you can see my hand was not as light. Get as much as it off as we can, and then darker just at the edges. Look at that. I love it. I love it. What do you guys think? All right, Beck, you take care. Have a great day, and I'll see you on Sunday, hopefully. So here we have this image. I'm going to trim this off because obviously it just needs to be trimmed off. You know that, I know that. So let's get her done. So we're going to trim this to 3 3/4. I think, oh, we didn't get it all the white. So a little bit less than 3 3/4. Alright. Look at that. That looks like a postcard! And I'm going to trim just a tad off of that side. Okay? I love this. I got a little bit of bubbling in here. There we go. Isn't that amazing? Look at this. I am in love with this. Yes. Okay, so we've got our card. I'm going to draw, where are my little marker pens? And I'm just going to draw a little bit of birds. sky, just like that. What do you think? And I'm leaving this over here because the sentiment's going to go here somewhere when you're creating them. And then we're done with this card. Guys, this card is done. I'm going to share with you the 3 cards that we created today. I'm going to make this into a card real quick. It is just a 2-layer card. Let's see, what size do we have here? Where's my measuring? Where's my ruler? I have not moved from this spot, so not finding my things is like amazing to me, right? So we have a piece that's 5.5. No, shouldn't be 5.5. It is 5.5. I thought I'd trim some of that off. So this is 5.5. We'll trim some off by 3 and a little bit more than 3/4 of an inch. So So let me find a little bit of black. Is that going to fit on this? No. But you guys, if you do not, here's a trick, right? Let's work on tips and tricks. So we know this is what? So we're just going to cut a couple of strips, right? We're going to make them, make them 1/2-inch strips. I'm going to cut 4 of them. 1, and you can make them 1/4 strips if you're going to do them yourself, right? But it's up to you. Anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2-inch strips. 2. And I'm going to show you how to make a border when you don't have like enough of something. Don't stop with your idea, whatever it is. Just go ahead and figure out a way to make it work. So I'm going to show you one way that we can do that, right? So we're just going to border things, right? And I made it a 1/2 inch just so that I have some extra room to play with, right? So I'm going to put the adhesive on this, and we're going to work it area by area. Okay, and I'm just going to eyeball what looks to be 1/4 of an inch, right? I'm going to eyeball it. Okay. And we're going to trim that off. Do you see we already have a border? Okay. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now I'm going to do top and bottom. Alright, again, I'm going to try to make sure that it's about 1/4 inch. You don't have to be perfect, but try to get it close, because you can always trim it down, right? Okay. We got left and right. We got top and bottom. You can even stop there, because you've given it a nice little border. But if you want to mat all the way around, you can finish it up. Oh wait, I missed something here. Alright, okay. So now we can do the same thing on this side. It's not the, it is a way, if you, like, I didn't have a piece that was exactly that size. So what I ended up doing was cutting a 1/2 inch strips. And I did 1/2 inch for me because I knew that I would need that little extra. Yeah, I knew that I would need it. Looks about even. Okay, nope. That's about my 1/4 inch. Trim it off. And there we have. We've matted, guys. We created our own mat. Okay. Try to make sure that it lines up on both edges, ends. Oops. That's about 1/4 inch there. And I think we've got it about right there, and so we're good. And just like that, we have matted and matted our card. We added a mat. When you don't have something, you can always figure out a way to create something. It is only paper, right? So now, let's see, what does this measure? Right? We have a piece now that's more than 5.5. So we're going to have to trim some of this because our card front is 5.5. So this cannot be more than 5.5 by 4. Okay? So let's bring that trimmer in. I'm going to let this set for a second. Make sure that adhesive has got stuck to this pretty darn good. And then I want my guillotine on this one. Hold on, let me grab my guillotine. Keep my trimmers right under my desk. They're my feet. Okay, so we can see that this is more than 5.5, right? So if we bring this to 5.5, right, that would be all of that. So we're going to take this up 1/8, trim a little bit of a sliver there, and just try to make everything even, and then make this 5.25 all here. Let's go 5.5. Alright, it should be even. Let's trim that down a little bit more. Okay, gonna do the same thing on both the other sides. We can keep that. So we're going to keep a bigger border on the top and bottom than we have on the sides. Okay? And there we go. Card number 3 for the night is done. Almost. So I just wanted to play again tonight with sticker books. As you can see, we really didn't do any kind of stamping at all tonight. It was all about playing with stickers and using stickers in our card making and incorporating multiple different mediums in our process to create and design a beautiful card. Something's up there. Hold on. I see it, and because I see it, it's going to bother me. Yes. Are you like that? If you see it, it bothers you. If you can't see it, it can't bother you, right? Okay. So now let's just go ahead and grab our foam tape and finish our cards. And then I'll bring all 3 cards back in so you guys can see what we created this evening. I hope you guys enjoyed this process. I hope you will give stickers a chance in your card making. I know I'm going to plan on incorporating a little bit more into my card making process, especially when I need quick cards. And I forgot to show you the other parts that I got. I didn't just get sticker books. I got rolls of pet tapes too. Those were florals, and I meant to share them with you before I got off on this, but I'm going to share them with you as well. So tonight was just a play, learning. I hope you guys have learned a lot about stickers, or what I know about stickers. I don't really know a lot, but I hope you enjoyed it. Again, don't forget to like, share, and comment that you've done that. And subscribe to the channel. Do #share, #like, #subscribe. And the first 3 that I see in the comments, one of these cards will be mailed to you if I don't have you already in my contacts. Once I announce the winners, reach out to me with your contact information, and I will get the card to you. Okay. I gotta stand up now. Right? There we go. And one more thing I'm going to do, just because I love shimmer. And I'm just going to add with a little glimmer pen. Just that little bit of shimmer. Okay. Here are the 3 cards that we made tonight, guys, using the stickers. I really hope you guys enjoyed them. You do? Hey, how are you? Brenda, awesome to see you tonight. This is my first time playing with stickers in my card making, so I'm enjoying it, and there's a lot, it's some learning points for me, but I enjoyed them. I love these cards. So I mean, I hope please share with me what you've made. The shimmer, right? Yes. So definitely enjoy. Oh, I have a blue one too. Let me add a little blue on here. I can't wait until we have access to like the glimmer pens. Those will definitely come in handy. The new Stampin' Up shimmer brushes. One of the a tip that I have learned is like sometimes if you don't have like the right color of paper, if you want to matte something, I've just gone to with my glimmer or my shimmer pens and just added a border, and it looks like I've matted something. So I love that look, and it's not any added anything extra that would add weight to your card. So I love these cards, and I hope you enjoyed them too. Now, before I let you go, I meant to share with you the two other, and these are pet tapes, P-E-T tapes. I call them pet. I'm pretty sure somebody will have a cow that I call them pet tapes. This one is called, well, they both say it's happy, have a good day. And again, these are from oh my God, Star. Oh, I'm going to put the name of the company because I do want to give them credit. For their product. So let me share with you what they look like. I do shop in the washi tape store. That was my first order, and I shared with you one of the tapes that I got from them. That was gorgeous. We had a washi tape card swap in the group, and I used that one to create my card. Oh my gosh, it was so gorgeous. All right. So here's this one. They don't make it very easy for you to get access to the thing though, does it? Right? All right, here we go. Here we go. So this is all pre-cut, which is the version and the kind that I buy these days, the pre-cut. Otherwise, I would have to fussy cut around, and I don't want to do that. I want them to be pre-cut. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to save that. So, here's what you have in this one. And they're all pre-cut, so I don't have to fussy cut around them. So this is the end, yeah. So this is the end of the strip before it repeats. This. So you can see it. This is the images that's on this roll. She said pre-cut is the only way to go. Yeah, look at that. That's gorgeous. So all of these I will somehow incorporate into my cards. It's a beautiful way if you are like me. If nothing else, use them to decorate your envelopes. You know, because we try to do no naked envelopes, right? Use them to decorate your envelopes. If you do nothing else, use them for that purpose. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, guys, don't forget, I'm getting my pre-order, my Stampin' Up pre-order, and I will be hosting a paper share this year. And I will also be doing an in color club. So let me talk to you a little bit about what both of those things are while I'm trying to open this stuff up, right? So a paper share is where you as my customer, or you as the, if you choose to invest and participate in the paper share, where you get to sample each of the new patterned, we call them designer series paper at Stampin' Up, but it's patterned papers. You get to sample each of all of the new designer series paper that's in the current, that will be in the May to August catalog. The share in my case will need a minimum of 4 people to participate. For the share to be active, I need at least 4 people to participate in the share. I haven't done the number count yet. My last of my order is getting here, I think it says tomorrow. And so I'll be able to start cutting, but you'll get like a quarter of the pack. I think it's a quarter. But I'm going to do all the cutting and have all of the details in terms of how many sheets you'll get in the share. Okay? I believe, if my memory serves me right, I believe there were 14 new designer series papers. Use them. Exactly. I believe there was 14 designer series paper in the new May through August mini catalog. I believe that was the number. So you will get a sample of all of those. Now the In Color Club. Ooh, what happened here? The In Color Club. You know, every year Stampin' Up releases 5 new quote unquote in colors. Oh, this is already separating here. I'll use that on something. And those colors, so in that club, that is going to be a minimum of 5 people in that club. And once you have signed up for the club, you can't cancel on the club because that's how it works. So every month you will receive a complete set, if you will, of all of the new In Color products. So the new colors are Barely Blush, Crisp Cantaloupe, Golden Glow, Hydrangea Hue, and Peaceful Pine. So month 1, you'll get everything that's Barely Blush. You'll get the ink pad, the re-inker, you'll get the Stampin' Blends, you'll get the In Color Designer Series paper. Well, that's part of the Designer Series paper, so you'll get those already. There's ribbon. You'll get the ribbon, and what else was there? I can't remember. I think that's everything that's going to be in the In Color Club. But I'm finalizing those details, so I will have all of that for you. But first month you'll get one color, everything that's in that one color. Second month you'll get another color, until the 5th month, where you will have all of the color complements. That way you don't have to buy it all at once like I do for myself. Yes. Or if you just want to get it all, you can become a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Join my team and buy it with your 20% discount. You're more than welcome to do that too, and I'd be happy to have you. Oh, I didn't show you that. Duh. And I put it right back. So that's what we have for you that's coming up. Don't forget the new annual catalog. It's not called the annual catalog. The new mini catalog that is May through June goes live May 4th, I believe, May 5th. Let me put this on an envelope so I don't waste it. If you are a demonstrator, we are currently in the pre-order period for the online exclusives and from the new mini catalog. that is a benefit of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, is that you do get to participate in pre-order. If you are like me and you like to be the first to get things, I know I love a lot of things in the catalog. I am just waiting. All right, so I am just waiting so to get some of the last things. I just got the ink pad. I haven't played with it yet, so I've got to play with the new black ink pad. I understand. So for me with nails, I think there's folks that are having trouble with opening the kit, but for me, because of my nails, there's just no way I'm going to open it that way. So for me, I've got to kind of lift it with my nails like that, and so it's fairly simple for me to open the case, where it seems like some may be having some issues with that. But we'll talk about that once I have everything that's in my pre-order. I will do an unboxing for you guys so you can see what I have purchased from the new May through August mini catalog that's coming live in May of this year. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I am Caron, the ATX Stamping Lady. Have a great, safe Easter weekend. Here in Austin, it's going to be a rainy weekend, so if you are in Austin or in surrounding, stay dry. The what method? Have I tried the HIN method? Hey, HIN method, what is that? Oh! Oh! I don't know what the HIN method is with the hybrid ink pad. What is that? You gotta show me that. I do have, and then of course, you know, we have the new ink pads. I'm gonna share with you those. Love it. They are magnetic, but again, this is a Stampin' Up! Product, and I'm not gonna do Stampin' Up! On this particular video. Join me at my unboxing, and I will share with you all of my tips, tricks, my hints as it pertains to new products. Guys, thanks for joining me. Again, have a great weekend. Stay safe, and God bless. Happy stamping! Oh.